Welcome to this episode of Texas Healthcare Talks, where we talk everything Texas healthcare over the past 25 years. We're your hosts, the legendary Steve Rios.
None fun.
The one, the only Philip Ashmore. The amazing Dr. Hayes. And I'm Missy Masters. Thank you for joining us for this episode. We had such a good time reading comments that our staff posted internally on our private Facebook page that's just for employees, that we wanted to do it again, and we asked them to share funny and hilarious stories, things patients have said or done that are giggle-worthy, if you will. So I am going to share these, and we are going to discuss. Okay. Now, I would like to say that we have a lot of employees that have worked for us for a very long time, 20-plus years.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them 15-plus, 10-plus. So please don't think every day at the office is a total circus. These stories have happened over a long and varied amount of time, and they're worth remembering and definitely entertaining. All right.
None of them were about me.
Okay. Several years ago, we had two patients come into our Dallas office. I thought they were a couple. They were full-blown making out and holding hands. A week into their treatment, and both show up with their significant others. I gave them some side-eye, and the guy smiled at me and whispered, "Shh."
Ooh, wow.
And you know that's happened more than once.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I got a story about, like, picking up a patient, and the patients are making out in the back, and they're not together, and then the wife comes in the car and without them, and, yeah.
You know what I think is funny about this is usually, like, you can tell whenever people probably aren't really together. How many times have you been to just say like a grocery store or something, and like the far end of the parking lot?
Oh,
like
yeah.
You'll see like a man and a
little
woman.
sneaky link.
Oh, yeah. You're like, yeah,
What-
that's something sneaky
And
going
I
on there.
creep.
Yeah. 'Cause why are you at
just
Kroger,
keep
right? Why
it
are you
on
up at
the down-
Kroger? Yeah.
But if you are
Scandalous.
openly going to like a healthcare facility together and making out, and you're
That's
like,
crazy.
I think
they love each
you're
other.
missing what probably happened here. That's how you get caught having an affair. Is you get in a car wreck with the person that you're having the
Oh,
affair with. So they
that's-
show up to therapy because, we'll just hire the same lawyer and we'll go to the same place. And then one day your spouse is like, I'll go with you to treatment, see how it's going, meet the
Oh,
doctor.
boy.
Yikes.
I'm
Wow.
guessing that's what happened.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So-
Yikes.
Anyway, this is a trip. I once had a patient call me and ask for her bills and records so she could settle her case without paying her attorney or any of her medical bills. I wasn't surprised when she called me back to cuss me out when she found out that I had shared her plan with her attorney. Not sure why she thought I'd be okay with her not paying us or her attorney for services rendered. People are
So
so
you
honest.
also don't want to pay me.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, she literally calls and said this. I'm going to screw the attorney. I'm going to screw
Yeah.
you. Why don't you just,
Yeah.
Hey, messing with my money is like messing with my emotions, Smokey. You mess with my money, you mess with my emotions.
What are you talking about?
We are legally obligated to give you your medical bills and records,
Of
and we
course.
will.
Yep.
But if you tell us you're going to screw us over, we might share that with your attorney because you signed a contract
I know
with
it's
them.
shocking to hear, but
We would like to be paid. Shocking.
That's insane.
All right. This one. Okay, no names, guys. No names. We used to have a specialty physician that rented space in our office about once a week. He was quite handsome, and our female patients would go crazy over him. On this particular day, one of our patients had informed us that she was going to transfer to another location that was now closer for her. Our patients do that. We have 9 locations if they move or their job changes, right? That is until she bumped into this doctor in the hallway. She asked me where we had been hiding him and said to me, "Girl, I ain't going nowhere, and please schedule my next appointment for the day he's going to be back in office."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got to that's what we got to do, guys. New compliance strategy. Only
Yeah.
hot doctors and
Yeah. Hey, that we'll make sure everybody shows up to their appointments.
yeah. Okay, so do you
shout
guys
out to HR.
I was going to say y'all have an idea of who this doctor was?
I ain't saying
Uh-huh,
nothing.
I know who it
okay.
is.
Uh-huh.
I know
I
who it
ain't
is.
saying nothing.
Okay. Oh, Lord, this feels like it just a carryover from the last episode we shot. I was wheeling a patient out to her car after her procedure. She was still a bit loopy from the anesthesia. Once she was seated in the passenger side of her car, she leaned over and said to me, "Hey, my boyfriend is coming over tonight. Can I get some?" I was confused, so I asked her, "What do you mean, can you get some?" She winked at me and said, "Yes, girl, you know." That's when I finally caught on what she was asking me. I tried to laugh it off, but she refused to let her driver leave the parking lot until I gave her a clear answer regarding her planned evening activities. I ended up having to call the receptionist to get a hold of the doctor back inside the clinic to answer her question.
Oh my goodness.
Full service here at Texas
Wow.
Healthcare.
Listen.
We'll let you know if you can get some or not.
Yeah.
Well, I
Who
mean,
was her driver?
well, it was a family member. So, you say the craziest things coming off of anesthesia. Like, I have
I
the best
know.
video of my daughter post wisdom teeth
Oh, yeah, that's
removal.
good.
Oh, yeah. She did a dance to All the Pretty Girls Walk Like This and has no memory of it. Anyway, but who knows who was driving her? Hopefully it wasn't like her husband and she's saying, my boyfriend's coming over tonight. Can I get me some? But just the fact that she wanted clearance before she left. And this poor
She's very
boy-
responsible. She's
Yeah.
trying to get clear.
Yes.
Hey, you never know if you don't ask.
How about that, though?
Exactly.
How about that? Our employee Willing's like, hey, doc.
Well, I'm glad that they didn't just answer it. Sure, go ahead. Yeah.
They want to know if they can get some.
Listen,
Yeah.
we are
Well,
nothing but thorough.
I get it too. 'Cause right? When I read get some, I'm thinking get some pain meds, get some, where we go to get some what? I would have been right there with her, taking a minute to buy a vowel on that.
Shout out to and that Yelp review. I can see it. Shout out to that doctor.
Yeah.
Make sure I knew that I could get some or not.
Yeah. Post procedure. A new patient said to me, I keep hearing people talk about PI. Why do so many people need to hire private investigators after their car accidents? We both got a good laugh when I explained to her that in our world, PI meant personal injury, not private investigator.
That's
pretty funny.
understandable.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get
Yep.
that.
That's
Even when I tell
easy.
friends that I'm in PI, they're like, when did you get certified for that? I'm like, no, dog.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm personal injury.
That's,
I-
that's an easy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
think especially all like the acronyms and stuff that we use, we talk about LOP, right? You get a new employee, they're like, what's LOP? What does that mean? What does that stand for?
Yeah.
To break it down for them.
Oh, we actually have an acronym list that's specific to our industry
Yeah.
that we give people when they start. It's about 25,
Yep.
30. I think, EMS, IST. Yeah, we got a whole list. All right, this is a good one.
I can tell. 'cause
Yeah,
you do
I'm
my
ready.
hair.
I'm ready. Once I was shooting a thoracic film. This is an X-ray. And I saw a short, wicked-looking curved blade in the middle of the patient's spine. A little aghast. You can tell it's a doctor. Who says
yeah.
aghast?
Aghast.
Nobody says aghast.
A little
Giveaway.
aghast.
A little aghast.
Giveaway, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I know who it is.
They didn't
yeah.
have gas.
I know who it is.
They didn't have gas.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
just aghast.
Yeah.
In all fairness, Phil's absolutely right. There's only one of our doctors that talks like this, and we love him to death. I asked her, do you, by chance, happen to have a knife on you? If not, you seem to have one in you, and that's a very different conversation. So he's trying to make light of it, which I think is great. She quickly said no, then paused for a second. Her eyes got wide, and she said, wait, yes. I then told her I would step outside so she could remove it. Turns out her bra had a built-in knife sheath. Not surprisingly, this happened at our Oak Cliff office.
Dude, this is
Gangster.
incredible.
Listen.
I didn't know they made tactical bras.
That's
They do.
awesome.
They make them that hold your gun.
That's
Stay
awesome.
prepared.
I've never had one,
Yeah.
but I've seen them.
Well,
If you stay ready,
Hey,
bring that
Yeah,
in.
that's
ready.
right.
hey,
I'd probably cut a boob off trying to get it out of my bra to defend myself.
You probably
I
should.
got a,
I know, I won't.
I got a crazy one. There was a patient, and she had nipple rings. They were metal. Well, she got an MRI.
No.
Came right out. MRIs are magnets.
Oh.
And there's other crazier stories online.
yep.
But this one was actually at
Do
one of our
not
people.
Google that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, could you imagine?
Yes, I can, and I don't want to.
Oh,
And here's the thing: they're told by multiple
Yes.
different people.
do you have
Do
any
you
metal
have?
on
Yeah.
you?
Remove. I'm telling you.
No, it's fine. It'll be fine.
and they just think, well, so yeah.
That's
Austin Powers.
That's that Final Destination type
Oh.
stuff right there.
Insane. Insane. Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
You're welcome.
All right. All right, we got another X-ray one. Here we go. I was taking X-rays in McKinney. I had just taken the lumbar AP lumbar film, that's low back. And while it was loading, I looked over at my patient. She looked at me completely straight-faced and said, "You see the baby in there?" My eyes went wide, and the look on my face must have been priceless because she burst out laughing and said, "Just kidding."
Oh, man.
She laughed so hard she started crying. Then she started wincing because her back hurt, hence the need for the X-ray in the first place.
Way to scare the crap
Dude,
out of the person.
I
giving
just
the
thought of
X-ray.
another crazy one. Do you remember in Lakewood back in the day? So they take an X-ray and the guy freaks out and he's like, "What is this?"
I do remember this.
But he had a pump.
Oh yeah.
And
I used to pick that guy up. I actually have a story about that guy.
Yeah, that guy
So,
used to hit
yeah,
on me at the
yeah.
front desk a lot.
hey,
Yeah.
good for Buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things do show up. We actually have to. We do a whole externship program where we teach LMRTs, limited medical radiation techs or rad techs, however you want to say it. We teach them, and we have to have this conversation with every group that comes in because patients don't realize that an X-ray, when you shoot X-rays, you can still see outlines of things.
Correct.
Meaning, guys, we can see the outline of your junk. And what
Peter,
happens...
pull that up real quick.
Peter, do not Google that. Do not look for that. You'll find it. The problem is most men don't know this, right? So you have some young female, good-looking, shooting an X-ray. Some guy sees the X-ray come up and is like, holy crap, that's my junk, and wasn't prepared to see that there. They tend to then get uncomfortable and try to deflect, or they'll say,
It's cold in here.
yeah, exactly.
And
Or
that
they'll-
X-ray room was cold.
Or they'd say things like, yeah, we know you like seeing that, just whatever. So we have to teach them how to de-escalate, how to ignore it, how to walk out of the room, and how to, it came out of their mouth, it's about them. Don't make it about you, because it's really not, they're just startled, they did not know.
Sure,
And the next thing they know,
understandable.
they're looking at their junk in front of a rad tech. So
Yeah.
good times. You gotta love X-rays. All right. I love this one. One time, an irate patient got in my face and called me a whore.
Oh.
I was surprised, but I still managed to respond with, hey, what I do on the weekends is my business, not yours.
Hey,
Okay,
That's how you
have a good
deflect
day.
right there.
Bye.
Hey, did y'all see these hands come up? That's how you meet Candace right there.
Just go give me a box because it's over. Just give me a box. Put my things in.
Candace went like this. Hold on.
You said
on,
what?
do what?
You called me what?
Who?
I'm impressed with how fast you have to be on your feet to go, what I do in my time is my business.
The deflection was great.
That was a great
Great,
response.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
if it had
That
been
was a
said to
great
me
response.
or you,
Great response.
Another,
Yeah.
I think, appropriate response would have been, yeah, and you can't afford me.
Yeah.
Like, just make it
Listen.
something like, right
Oh
back
my
at you.
gosh. I would have called and thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Yeah. It's job and not for me.
Yeah, I want to bring the heat to the
Jolene, what's the write up about me knocking a monkey out?
Poor HR. Oh, speaking of whoring, here we go.
Yeah.
Now, I would preface this by saying we no longer have drivers. We no longer own our own vans and do all that, just because it's a lot of a lot.
Liability.
Yeah.
Expense, liability, coordination, all the things. And so with the invention of Uber Lyft, if you will, that's what we use. Now, that being said, we have no control over Lyft drivers, Uber drivers. We don't get to hire them.
Pick
We
and
don't.
choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stuff happens. So this is a story born from that. A Lyft driver was having difficulty locating a patient's apartment. She was outside, and she even tried chasing the Lyft driver down. She then called me upset, saying we had her looking, quote, like a lady of the streets, trying to get to her
my God.
appointment. So,
I can see that.
I don't know.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Flagging them
Here.
down. Yeah.
Hey.
Desperate to get into the vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't go over well. We apologize.
Lady of the streets.
I know.
She has to be an easy,
Yeah.
65.
Yeah.
56,
God bless her.
A
Sometimes,
spicy dancer.
You know?
Spicy ballet dancer over there.
That's right.
Some-
That's
yeah, you just that's what
I've had to call people about Lyft drivers and explain to them like it's out of our control. They don't want to get in a Lyft anymore. They don't want to do any of that. Well, sorry. Do you want us
Yeah.
to Uber them?
Well,
And-
yeah, and this is the thing. This story right here, the next one, is why we don't. One of the reasons we don't do our own fleet anymore. And this happened over 20 years ago. So over 20 years ago, I was driving a patient home when he suddenly demanded that I let him out of the van right away. He had become agitated about something, and instead of waiting for me to pull the van over, he decided to open the door and jump out while I was still slowing down but had not yet stopped for a red light. The next time I picked him up for therapy, he acted like nothing had ever happened.
Yep.
Be your own people.
That's my story.
That's
know.
So, yeah.
crazy.
I know.
I was driving. I don't know. This dude was pissed off about something. He wanted out of the van immediately. And I was trying to get to a stop, but I wasn't there yet. Van door opens. He jumps out while the wheels were rolling.
That's when you yell,
Yeah.
tuck and roll, Grandma,
Yeah,
tuck and
exactly.
roll.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
I had a patient when I was driving for Oak Cliff back in the day, and we had that big 15-passenger van, and so they've gotten in the back, but then I didn't know that he was moving around in the van. I can't control that. Get to a stop sign, well, buddy's like trying to scoot up. I just slam on my brakes, and again, I drive slow, so it's not like an immediate stop. Buddy went all the way to the front, and I'm
flying
like, "Whoa, dude, what are you doing?"
Did you learn nothing from this accident? Buckle
I
up.
called Philip. I said, "Hey, dude, if he calls this attorney, I didn't do anything."
Oh, okay. Let's go back to affairs. It's safer. All right, here we go. The EMS timer went off, so I told the patient in English, "Okay, I'm going to lift up your shirt just a little bit to get these leads off of you." The patient replied, "You can take my whole shirt off if you want to."
Oh, boy.
His Spanish-speaking only wife and kid were literally in the room with him. So he knew they don't speak English, so
Yeah.
I'm going to hit on
Yeah.
her in English. And
Wow.
I know. I think I'd have a hard time not turning and looking at the wife and kid. Like,
Yeah.
did you just, I didn't, no, it was not me. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, more EMS stuff. You okay with your PTSD?
I'm
reading?
okay,
You okay?
I guess.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, how's that arm?
This will make more sense.
Yes, yeah, right. I was putting EMS leads on a patient and was explaining the tingling, buzzing sensation and how the muscle is going to be stimulated by a mild electric current, so it might feel like the muscle's moving a little bit. He turned to me and said, "I'm schizophrenic, so maybe it'll fix me."
Oh, God.
I was so shocked, I didn't know what to say. He just started laughing and said, "I'm just playing."
Are you?
Like,
Call
are
the
you?
police.
Are
Call
you?
the-
Are you,
Yeah.
though? It came out of your mouth. Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
No.
I know some of the things that are
No.
baby in there. Like, I feel like some of our patients come in like, "Who can I mess with today?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
oh, this one, y'all, this is so gross. I apologize in advance. You can't make this stuff up.
I'm here for it.
All right. I mean, nauseous reading this. One of our externs heard a noise that made her think maybe the treadmill was starting to break and need repair. Nope, it was a barefoot patient who decided to exfoliate his feet on the treadmill belt, announcing to the extern in the whole room, "It's like a pedicure." She quickly told him to put his shoes back on. Needless to say, we cleaned that treadmill thoroughly.
Nasty.
Now,
You
please
know who
understand.
loves feet?
Gross.
Christina loves feet. She'd have loved that story.
Yeah.
That's
So
terrible.
no, please understand. This guy was not on the treadmill. He'd turned it on
And was just
and
humping
he's
his feet
just
on there?
putting his foot on the
Oh,
the
so
thing
like,
The dry skin?
Hey,
know what
yeah,
came
let
to my mind?
letting it scrape all the
Yeah.
crap off.
yeah.
what came to my mind was Martin with the Sanders.
Oh,
When he
yeah.
was doing his feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that's
yeah.
bad.
Because I called to
Disgusting.
check. I was like, because we do not let people on
Yeah.
treadmills without shoes on. So I'm thinking, how did this happen? No, he was not on the treadmill. He was sitting next to it. He turned
his
it
feet
on,
on.
which
And
is why they thought,
That
does anybody
is
hear that?
wild.
Yeah, it's good times. All right. Oh, back to the EMS. Man, we could have read all these for our therapy episode. All right. It was my first week at work, and the person training me was showing me around the office. When we got back to the therapy area, there was a bit of a commotion going on. The patient was loudly insisting that the EMS pads be placed on his balls because that's where it hurt the most. The staff eventually had to just ask him to leave the clinic. I don't think he knew what he was asking for because that would not stop the pain, I don't think.
I'm not going to tell the story,
We're not gonna do it.
we have a buddy.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say how I know, but
We got a buddy that wanted to try it out. So
See, what happened was,
You gotta hear this.
it wasn't a good look.
Nope.
He definitely regretted it as
It
soon
didn't-
as it
Didn't
happened.
stop any pain, I'm taking it.
I don't think he was in
there was
pain.
no pain.
This was
there was
more
no
of a,
pain.
like, let me find out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wild.
Yeah.
I can't believe he wanted it.
FAFO.
Yes.
Oh, fun.
I can't believe he has kids to this day.
All right. A patient said to me, "I want to file a complaint against your new extern." Alarmed, I asked him what happened. He said, "She stole from me." I asked, "Oh my, what did she steal?" And then he said, "My heart."
Oh my God.
And now y'all know why our sexual harassment training video is mostly about how our staff can keep from being harassed by patients.
Come on, buddy. That was a
Cheesy.
stretch
That
right there,
was-
bro. What a cheese.
Yep.
That's bad.
Okay, last one. And this one, I'll give some context after because I was there when this happened and Phil yelled at me later. I unfortunately had to call security when a patient became agitated upon arrival to his appointment and threatened out loud multiple times to bomb our building. Okay, can't say that anywhere, let alone an airport,
Yep.
but still. Despite attempting to speak to him and calm him down, no one could get him to explain why he was so agitated. Even after security removed him from the building, he wouldn't leave the parking lot. That resulted in building security calling the police. Thankfully, that has only ever happened once in my almost 2 decades of healthcare work.
Wow.
Yeah. So what happened was this patient came in. I was next door. This happened in the Irving office. I didn't write this one, and another person who was there did. And somebody from the clinic came over and said, we have a problem. This patient, he was a very large man, very, very large man, like could have played in the NFL. Didn't, but could have. He was a very large man. He was really upset, but nobody could figure out why. He came in. It was his second appointment, and something set him off to the point where he was threatening to do, but nobody knew why. Couldn't get it out of him. And then randomly, and they didn't put this part in there, he got down on his hands and knees in the waiting room and started doing some sort of spiritual ritual that got really awkward.
It got weird.
It got real weird real fast.
No.
And so I'm guessing either involvement of chemical substances or so much. But it was getting alarming. And so Dr. Cantor was brand new. And, you know, he thought he was being super helpful. And so he Googled this patient. And what pulled up was a long prior history of prison time that included assault, deadly weapon possession, stuff like that, which instantly made everybody so much more freaked out. And so Dr. Bozeman...
Peter, pull up that guy's name.
No, but I'm telling you, I remember saying to Dr. Cantor that was not helpful.
Yeah.
And
it went from being on edge to now
like
everyone's
full-blown panic.
immediately on edge.
And Dr. Bozeman actually had the most brilliant idea. He walked over and he goes, you know, you're right. We didn't even know what he was right about, but he just told the guy, you know, you're right. You're right. There's nothing we can do to take good care of you. We've called your attorney. We let them know that we found a better provider for you, and was able to walk him out with security thinking that he was getting what he wanted, even though we didn't know what he wanted. He just kept telling him, you're right, and just got him out of the building. That was quite smart, actually. He probably could have been a hostage negotiator.
Wow.
Oh, we don't know why you're mad, but you're right, and you can go ahead and leave now.
Our building's cursed now, but
Yeah,
no big deal.
I know that voodoo was you did in the waiting room, but
There was a dead bird
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's wild.
And I had just gotten my concealed carry license, and Phil's like, do you have your gun with you? I was like, no, I left it at home. And he's like, why? And I'm like, I don't want to shoot anybody. I go, yeah, that's going to make the news.
You should have called me.
Call the big guns.
Let me tell you. You know, we don't have days at the office like that very often. But
We do
man,
not.
when they
We
do,
do
they're my dad always says, when you call and go, well, this is a first after 26 years, he goes, I know I'm not going to like the story.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's true.
So, well, thank you guys for joining us for this episode of Texas Healthcare Talks. We hope you were as amused by our employee comments as we were. And we hope that you'll join us again next time. If you or someone you know or love is injured in the DFW area, give us a call. We can help. Bye.